It is time for 814. Joining us now is Tracker, who is a beagle, 9 years old, and he is such a sweet guy. And I love the way he wags his tail. Just goes around in a circle, and it sometimes switches direction, but it's always going around in a circle. Look at that. It's so funny. Lisa Boland is joining us once again from the Huntingdon Co Humane Society. Good to see you again, Lisa.
Nice to see you. Thanks for having us.
Of course, yeah. So Tracker, I mean, he seems like a great guy. He can really fit into any family, other dogs, cats, kids.
Yes, we know a little bit about his background. I was able to make a connection with his original owner. So I know he's lived with dogs, cats, and kids. Unfortunately, they were not in a position to take him back. They had rehomed him in the interim. So they surrendered him to us, knowing that we would do the right thing by him. He's about 9.5 years old. He does have some lumps and bumps that we're keeping an eye on and getting tested out with the vet. But all around, sweetest dog. I mean, we're all shaking our head as to why he's still with us, because he is so easygoing. He traveled great in the car. He walked around my backyard this morning, very calm. So somebody who just wants a calmer dog, you know, might be a little bit older, doesn't want to have to get up and walk them every single morning as you would with a younger dog, he's going to be the right fit. He's just a really, really good, even-keeled dog.
And we talk about the responsibilities of a puppy, for example, versus an older guy like Tracker. The puppies seem to come and go real quick from the shelters, which I understand.
Sure.
But there's a lot of added duties when it comes to those younger dogs. Tracker is a guy who is not only going to be calmer, a little more chill, like you said, don't have to walk him every single day maybe, but he's just going to have that sense of maturity.
Absolutely, absolutely. He walked all through my house this morning while I had him there. You know, no accidents whatsoever. He was just, his nose was on guard. He was sniffing everything out. But he is just a low maintenance type of dog. So if you're on the fence about whether you have the ability to handle a high energy dog, you know, give the older ones a chance. They do tend to be at our shelters, all shelters, a little bit longer. But if you can give them 6 months of a great life or 6 years of a great life, they deserve that.
For sure. And beagles, they're always going to have that howl.
He's been pretty quiet so far. But yeah, he does have a howl and a bark. But, you know, so far, like I said, I've had him about 2 hours now with me, and he's been the perfect gentleman.
I can certainly tell. You know, a lot of times we were talking about sometimes you bring the dogs in here and there's a lot of people. They haven't really been in an environment like this. This doesn't seem to faze him at all.
Nothing is fazing him, as you can tell. Yeah, he was penned up all night long. So just getting out of his kennel at 8 o'clock this morning to go for a 45-minute car ride, you would think he would have some more energy, but he's just very, very happy to be here and be the star of the show.
Absolutely, and he seems to not have a care in the world. It's like, all right, I might as well take a nap right now.
Well, he knows he's going to be well cared for and going to find his home through your audience.
Yes, yeah. Let's get him a home, folks. You have something exciting coming up in a couple weekends, Lisa.
Yeah, we do. We have our annual Paddle for Pets event, which is a kayaking event. It's on Saturday the 16th from 2 to 5. It's an hour-and-a-half kayaking out on the Juniata River, and then you come back and we have a picnic lunch and some prizes to give away. So it's a really nice event. You know, we're surrounded by water in our territory, so it's nice to kind of represent the area and get the kayakers out there.
For sure, and I know you have a volunteer orientation coming up as well?
Yes, tomorrow at 10 I have a volunteer orientation. Kind of goes over what we do, how we do, and why we do it. I get people more involved if you've been on the fence. It's not just about coming in the mornings and scooping poop. There's so much more that goes into our organization and what you can get involved with doing. And then the week of the 3rd, we will be at the Huntingdon County Fair, which is another big fundraiser for us. So we need the support to care for, you know, the dogs and cats that are going to be with us potentially a little bit longer.
For sure. You know, I've started to volunteer at shelters, and we were with you guys for Founders Day this year, and it's just so rewarding helping you guys out. And like you said, there's so many different ways to get involved as well.
Absolutely, and I try to match people up with what they're interested in. So if you're not a morning person and you don't have a strong stomach, I'm not going to ask you to come in the mornings, but I might ask you to take pictures for us in the afternoon, or take the dogs for a walk, or brush the cats. You know, we have close to 85 cats in our facility right now, and we're pushing 15 dogs at this point. So we are maxed out on both dogs and cats. So more hands on deck is always needed.
And of course, you know, we're always trying to find forever homes for these guys, but maybe it's not the right situation for you right now. You can't really have a dog or cat. That's kind of my situation right now. But it just gives me a chance to, you know, help out some of these animals without having to take one of them home.
Sure, and you should feel like you're making a difference. When you leave, even if you only walked 1 or 2 dogs or you only brushed 1 or 2 cats, you should feel like you made a difference in their world, which I can guarantee you did.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. So if people are interested in Tracker, Lisa, what is the best way to find more information about him and maybe stop by and pay him a visit?
Yeah, we just asked for an application first. You can get them on our website at huntingtonhumanesociety.com. Under the support tab, there's an adoption tab there. That's where our online applications are. Or you can come visit us. We're there 11 to 4, Monday through Saturday, and fill out an application there and then get to meet some of our adoptable dogs.
Right, and go see this sweet guy. Like you said, Lisa, I'm a little surprised you guys still have him, but hopefully this helps him out. And
I think it will.
Yes, yes, absolutely. Thank you so much as always, Lisa, and thank you, Tracker. Such a good boy. You were so well behaved. My goodness. Okay, now he's like, okay, I'm ready. Segment over, right?
He's gonna crawl in your lap.
Oh my gosh.
With his wagging tail. I love the tail.
There it goes.